apparently live. Hello and welcome. My name is Lee. Heme vibes today. Sure, that is fine. Oh, okay. No, we'll learn that. We'll do that later. I believe. Oh, it probably says afternoon tea still. Frickin'. Shit. Okay, hang on a sec. I might have screwed up. I'm gonna stay on stream because I love you guys, and we're gonna do some. Oh, I think Zumba's on. A lot of people are on. Oh, okay. Well, you know, that's what you get for going on an hour early, huh? Is everyone else is on too? Okay. But I figure I should, let's see, late night. I'm gonna switch it to late night. And I am doing tabletop RPGs, so I'm not gonna change it, but yeah, we're doing that. I should probably open everyone else in other tabs because that is how you vibe with people. Mute tabs. Let's put okay. Fun little okay, we're putting that yes, the math of the international date line. Pickleball, right. Sorry. So, I am getting distracted, and I haven't even done anything yet. Oh, hey, we have a friend. Hello, welcome, friend. So, today we're going Constellation, right? I believe. Do we? Yes, extra performance, Hitherlandy. I think we might. Oh, no, we haven't done skills yet. So, we're doing skills. So, Constellation being the young tiefling, she is pretty awesome. Pansexual, cleric, bard. She's cleric of Desna, luck and travel domains, strength, base attack bonus, all sorts of cool stuff. She goes a rapier, change her to shield, which means her AC is 17. We agreed on that. Okay, cool. Hello, friends. Okay, cool. So we got... Hi! Grave Atlas, hello! I haven't heard from you in a while. Yeah, today we're doing Pathfinder, we're doing Pathfinder 1st Edition. That's my usual, go-to, well, okay, it used to be. I run a lot of 5e games now, but it used to be my regular go-to, so my plan for tonight was to do a type-up stream, because my notebook is falling apart, and I really, really should have it typed. I feel like if I take notes on the notebook during stream, all you see is the top of my head. So what I've been starting to do is just take notes in a Word document. But that means everything in this book has to get typed into there, which is a little tricky. So, there's that. I've been, okay, go here. So there's that. But yeah, so I was typing up Celavine. Yeah, I was working on Celavine. And I was, ooh. Growing. I know, I've grown with a few things. I do grow okay. I'm sorry to hear you weren't feeling well. Hopefully you're a little, you're better now. Because I don't like to hear that people have medical issues. That's, not a fun thing for anyone to deal with. But yeah, we're just, I've been growing. Yeah, I switched my Tuesday stream to morning, so I do Wednesday and Thursday late night, and then I still do 40k on Tuesdays and Thursdays so far. I'm thinking of switching it to only one of those days because there's so much other cool stuff. Like the Sunday, I started the Sunday streams. I think you're on my Okay, hang on. I have to get on my first things first is... Okay, Constellation. Did I get... Celavine completely... Skills... Escape Artist. Ham. Yes, I got it for him. Yep, okay. I just wanted to check that I got everything for her typed up. And now our girlfriend. Okay. Uh-huh. Alright. Interesting. Good to know. Oh, right. My plan was to, I have the Discord. I have my own Discord for the stream. I don't know if you're on it yet. If you want to join, I, should probably add this. Oh, we got more viewers. Hello, welcome. I'm Lee. Him vibes today. Sheer they is fine. That's my stream Discord. I'm just gonna announce that I'm starting the stream early. Alright. Probably that, and just check on one other thing. Which is pop on the other... Then I'm gonna start, I figured I was gonna do a type-up stream unless you kind of really wanted to do another type of stream. In which case I'm not, down. Cool. Yeah, absolutely. It's not much, it's just I announce when I'm going live, and also there's some fun stuff. I'm trying to add more. I do try to make sure I add good memes, because I know memes are fun, and so I try to add the best memes I find. There are some exciting stuff. Okay, that's enough of that for beautiful. Actually, yes, I usually have Discord open on the other. Ah, so you did. Welcome. Okay, cool. All right, so first cantrips. Oh, right, spells. So as a bard, there's the whole thing with the spells. As a bard, are... Oh, sorry. I haven't had a chance to have food yet. Okay. What you do, spells. Spells known. Cantrips are, so, oh, right, now what I can do is this, so that I can have that. So I, resistance, which is, it basically gives, basically gives you, what does it do exactly? Because it's slightly different than, 5th edition. Here, I'm gonna put this here temporarily, while I get my book, and double check. Pathfinder 1st edition. That's the core rulebook. The Pathfinder does have the, what's the one? The Archive of Nethys for both editions. They, Nethys being the god of magic. So, in Galorion, which I use Galorion Pantheon even in my 5th edition games. QRST, so resistance would be before. Secret chest, sculpt sound. That's a cool one. Resist, reincarnate, remove, repulsion, resilience, sphere. resistance. Here we go. So it's an abjuration cantrip. It's a first level for paladins. For bard, cleric, druid, and sorcerer wizard, it's a cantrip. 1 standard action. Oh, you need a mini cloak as the material component, as the focus. It's not consumed. Creature touched. You imbue the subject with magical energy that protects it from harm, granting +1 resistance bonus on saves. And can be made permanent with a permanency spell. Hi! Ooh! That sounds fun. Hi! Welcome! We're doing another type up. Boom. I also have tasty dinner because... So I got a ride all the way home from work today. So I didn't have to take the bus. Which means I got home way early. So I decided I was going to start the stream early. I used to do 10 o'clock fairly regularly before we started working, as late as we did. And also have it. I think that sounds fun. Have fun with that. Tell her I say hi, and if she's still on when I start getting exhausted, I'll raid into her. Probably. I mean, I don't know who else, unless Phoenix is still up. But yeah, I'll either read into her or Phoenix. So yeah, is she on? Well, anyway, yeah. Tell her I say hi. No, he didn't die, did he? Did some, because I know none of us had heard from him for a while. Oh. Okay. Wow. Alright. Okay. That is, wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. A moment of silence, I guess. I'm glad you told me, though. It's better to know. Yeah, probably for the best. We ended up playing together, and he was actually would come on the stream sometimes and hang out, or in the chat at least, I considered him a friend, and this is what happens when we have a pandemic. Oy, okay. Focus. Wow. Alright, I was not expecting that. That's okay. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna type. That's probably a good thing we're doing type today. Nothing too crazy, just doing that. And maybe I don't know if it would be, I'll think of them. Yeah. Alright. Focus. Okay. Wow. Okay. Resistance. Okay, deep breaths. Okay. All right. No direction seems kind of... It's not exactly the most useful of cantrips, but... It seems like a travel vibe. Good for a cleric of Desna. The deity of, or the goddess of travel. Although, I did once create a How so? I'm going to respond, by the way, by before work tomorrow at some point. I am. Also, always take mending as a cantrip. It's like the ultimate, it's a really good, no, see, ooh, interesting. Alright, that works. Good to know. Mage Hand is a classic spell. Always randomly useful. And then Message, of course. So cantrips, and then we got first levels. Oh, orisons, right, because so the way clerics work, because she's a bard cleric multi-class, which means she gets more bardic spells or cleric spells than bard spells, which is where it gets tricky. So bards go on spells known, right? They just get they know a certain number, few spells, and those are the only spells they can cast. Clerics pray and shade their deity for the spells, right? So, when you have a cleric or a druid, basically they can get any spell they want from the spell list, provided their deity doesn't decide to, take away the magic. There is that, yeah. It's the whole thing. Yeah, bards are arcane versus divine caster. Which is why they get categorized differently, and their magic shows up as arcane magic rather than divine magic. But a cleric bard would be both divine and arcane magic, but would have the spell slots, a lot of spell slots. So, and Constellation is a 5th level bard, 2nd level cleric, 5th level cleric, 3rd level bard. Which means that she's got, so her bard, I'm putting the spell knowns as the bard, and then she can also prepare orisons, which are 1st level, or 0 level, so kind of like cantrips, but, right, so in 5th edition, you can switch out, even clerics only know their cantrips, they just know them. You have to pick them, and that's it. Wizards as well. You can't swap them out. In what's the word? Pathfinder 1st edition. Sorry. It's really itchy. Okay. Any, prep casters, so wizards, clerics, and druids, can swap out their 0 level spells, their orisons, basically every day. So they can swap the 0 levels. So, Yeah, I have an egg on toast. Here, be careful not to get yolk on stuff. So, with a Bard Cleric multi-class, what that means, exactly, very good stuff. I wanted to make sure I got a little something, dinner-wise. You guys seem pretty chill if I eat on stream, so, right. Alright, so, the theory of that is that, first level spells and, so when you have a multi-class cleric bard, they would know all their bard spells, and have a handful of those known, and then could prepare a bunch of cleric spells on top of all the bard spells. So, for example, she's got 4 orisons that you can prepare and 6 cantrips, so 10 altogether, which is why you multi-class, even in 5th edition, this is why you multi-class casters, is because you have access to more cantrips. It's very important. That's true. That's true. Wait, while you're watching the stream. So yeah, so I think what we'll put those separate. But the first levels, because the bardic spell known is set, so you can't switch them out. So we're gonna, so we have to write that down. The bardic first levels is Disguise Self. Disguise Self. Featherfall. Featherfall is one of the most important. I always recommend taking Featherfall if you're a class that can learn Featherfall, because Featherfall just, you might not ever need it, but if you need it, you need it. You know what I mean? Okay, now I have hiccups. There's a pressure point on the inside of the wrist that seemed to work for hiccups and holding your breath. And combining them seems to work pretty well for me. Let's see if they stay away. Featherfall. Oh, Comprehend Language. Always a good one. I tried to pick ones that weren't shared by clerics. So, like, I didn't put Cure Light Wounds as a bard spell, even though I could, because she can learn it as a cleric spell, and, you know, it's better to get, and then prepare it as needed. There is that. Do not want to fall and go splat. Falling and going splat is just bad moves. Oh, and, let's see, Charm Person. What else? Resistance to... Oh, yeah. So, clerics can ditch any spell slot for healing in, Pathfinder 1st Edition, which is not only life clerics can do that in, 5th Edition. They tried to vary it up and make the other domains, domains that weren't healing domains, more different, so they wanted to kind of move it away from being all healbot all the time. So they don't have the thing where, but in Pathfinder First Edition, any cleric who wants to cast Cure Wounds can ditch a prepared spell in to switch it out for a curing spell of similar level, of the same level. So essentially, you know. So that's this. Okay, so that's the bard spells known. So the spell slots. I'm gonna do is go spell slots. Well, how many skills do we? Oh no, skill monkey. Okay, so spell slot might not be a good idea, but spell slots here. We're gonna put spell slots. We'll put it under feats, between spells and feat. All right, we're gonna put skill. Yeah, we're gonna put skills, and then yeah, we're gonna put the skills. Here's how we're gonna play this. We're gonna put the skills here because I'm formatting this manually into 2 columns, which is probably a bad idea, but let's see. We got stealth. 3, and then +3 for class bonus, +3 for dex. I believe she has pretty good dex. Yeah, she has pretty good dex. Yeah, she has 2 10s, so not great on the stats, but charisma and wisdom are nice and high, so, you know, she's doing okay for herself. And not bad in the intelligence department either. Let's see. +3. And she gets +2, okay, so she gets +2 for, being a tiefling. But a -2 because of the armor. So race and armor. Okay, so that which evens out. We're just gonna bop that over to here. There. Okay. So stealth is there. Then we got performance. Perform is mandolin. Is how many ranks? 8 ranks of that. +3 for bard and +5 because charisma. So then you get okay, we'll put a little space in here because I feel like that should be here. Yep. Okay. Then we got bluff. Got 5, and then +3 and +5. Okay, wait, bluff and knowledge, religion. Religion is 5, and then +3 because it's a class skill, and plus all the knowledge are class skills. Fun fact about bards: all knowledge are class skill for bards because bards just know stuff, just random bits of stuff. Because bards are awesome like that. All right. Okay. 5, and then oh no, that's sense motive. I realize that you're gonna probably seeing the top of my head a lot. This is why I want to transition from using the notebook to take notes during the streams to just take notes here the first time around, but I still have to type up all this stuff, you know what I mean? So, you know, today's a pretty, I mean, given what happened, I think a chill stream is probably for the best. And, I was overdue for a, okay. Alright. I'll hear you out. Yes. Xerox. I mean, I could copy them. I mean... I'm sorry. I'm surviving. Oh. Oh, hi, Big Mac. Welcome. We're doing a type-up stream today, so we're, this is the Tiefling Constellation. She is, very few people. Well, okay, usually you just print multiple copies. Yeah, no, it's true. Very few people Xerox in it. It's a useful thing to have access to if you need, like, only government issue stuff, like birth certificates and Social Security is the only thing anyone makes copies of anymore, because the original is a document that doesn't have a scanned version. You know what I mean? I have access to a printer, hypothetically. I mean, also the ones at the local library are 10 cents a page, so, and they're open now, so that's fun. But no, we have one in the house. It's just, really finicky and doesn't like my computer. It and my computer have a history of not getting along so well, so, you know. A lot of modern printers have a copy scanner built in as well. At least my parents did. I think this one does as well. Yeah, a lot of modern printers have both. Yeah, I think this one might. I know the one at my parents' house does, worst case scenario, so I could scan stuff for there, but you know. Also, it's good to have it typed, because it's easier to read, because I have terrible handwriting. So, you know, there's that as well. I've never had too much problem with the scanner as an input device. I feel like OCR is, I should know what OCR stands for, but I do not. 7, and then we got +3, and it's a class skill, and +4 because better wisdom. Okay. Let's see. Most of the ones that are built into printers have optical character. Oh, yeah. Well, that's why. Yeah. No, I know. I don't think I have that. That's why I'm typing. I've never been able to, like, yeah, if you don't have a program that can run that, you basically just plus my handwriting is, look at my, like, there's no way a computer can read that. I can barely read that, and I wrote it. Exactly. You might as well type it. Oh. Alright, sense motive. Diplomacy. This is an important skill set for, who? Pretty much everyone. +3. And a +5. But yes. +2 to stealth, +2 to bluff. Right. Did I put the +2 in for bluff? No, I did not. To race. Yep, as a tiefling, she gets +2 to stealth, sneakity sneak, and +2 to bluff. But, interestingly, I feel like there's a joke about her being trans and getting stealth bonuses. That's a thing, but, you know, we're not gonna do that. Oh, yes, so cantrips, diplomacy, swim. She knows how to swim, which is useful. Only two, but it's mostly, a lot of times if you have any class that has, like, swim or climb as a class skill, you usually give them at least 1 rank in it, so that they get so that they could make the check if something goes down. I like writing down for, personal notes, for, like, a DM notes. For something like this, I feel like I'm gonna switch, for the streams, I'm switching to typing. Probably if I knew what I was doing. If that makes sense. Like, because this is, I mean, I suppose I could set up with 2 margins, but because the formatting is manual, it's entirely, based on spaces. So I would have to actually, know what I was doing, to set up a second column, and B, basically I would just have to know what I was doing with the setting up the second column, and my word skills, I used to know how to do it. Back when I was, in elementary school, they taught us how to do stuff like that on Word, but I forgot all of it, so now it's just, I don't know any of this now, so and this isn't Word either, so, well, yeah, obviously, but, I mean, if, using space gives you more control, over the exact, like, I could use tab to and then skip half of the spaces, but because it's irregular and not, like, lined up, to get it to line up exactly, you have to tweak it anyway, so you might as well use the smaller measure, you know what I mean? If that makes sense? +10, +0. Swimming is not a class skill for bards. And +0 for strength, so, mostly it's just, I mean, a little bit, probably a little, no, let's see, but, like, whoa, yeah, see, it goes too fast, and then you're, it's worth a climb. Yeah. That, if you have a typewriter, you have to know what you're doing with that. I actually do have a typewriter. Well, I have 2 manual typewriters, but, one of which got stuck closed with the cover on, so I can't open it. The other one is, I do have it. I haven't typed anything in it in a while. Let's see. 2, it was a present, let's see, and then +0. 7. Oh, just really good survival skills. But that kind of makes sense as a traveling cleric of a type deity of travel, a travel domain cleric, no less, who has to, do stuff like tramp through the woods all the time and manage that. Let's see. Linguistics. I think how many wait a second, she's got a +5. Hang on, I gave her the linguistic skill so she could have the extra languages, right? But, because you get an extra language every time you take rank in linguistics. But she has a +5 intelligence, which means she would get +5 extra languages. You would get an extra language, common, abyssal, What languages? Because... Like, what? Common Abyssal, Elven, and Hitherlandy. I think she would get 2 extra languages from her high intelligence score. So there's real... And I don't... There's really no need for... We're not giving her linguistics. We're gonna give her 1 higher in sense motive and 1 higher in diplomacy instead of giving her ranks in linguistics skill. Because... knowledge history. Let's see. Knowledge history. Useful thing to know. Does know a lot of random historical facts. Let's see, 5. And then +3 because it is a knowledge skill, which means bards know it, and +5 because she's smart. Yeah, this was probably a good idea to put the skills because she is, bard, sleight of hand, heal, and perception. Okay. Having healing that is not dependent on magic is always a useful backup. And then, I probably should give her a few levels in Escape Artist. But that would mean taking... we'll have to figure out how to get... we'll have to tweak here and there. Okay, Sleight of Hand was 5. We already... 3. And then plus 7 because of... yeah, she has a... Sleight of Hand is... Did I spell it wrong? Oh. Alright, fair enough. Why did I give her a +7? Because she doesn't have that high a dex. There's a -2 because armor. We're gonna look at that in a minute, but first, don't forget the armor penalty. Yep, okay. Alright, we're gonna have to figure out... Why did I give her... Because it really only should be a +3. Because it's... Sleight of Hand is Dex. EI. I before E. Okay, now we're gonna have to... This is why I really don't like not having spell check. Sleight. It is EI. Use of dexterity or cunning, especially as to deceive. Oh, sleight as in to slight somebody. Not sleight as in slender. Okay. Okay. That's what... okay. To sleight... yep. Okay, it is EI. Okay, good to know, though. Learning new things. What was I... I mean, I guess I could get a free version of Grammarly, but I'm just worried about it meshing with because this is the word processor I'm using is what, like grandma got... I'm sorry. I'm okay. I'm okay. Okay, we're gonna start with heal. Is 4 plus 3. It's classical for clerics, if not bards, and then plus 4 because it's wisdom. Wisdom based. Okay. Yeah. Oh. There's a. I'm okay. I'm fine. Reception. Okay, 6. We got a plus 3 and a plus 4 from that. Oh wow. Okay. I feel like escape art. Maybe if we do a 6 in 6 in survival. Okay, so we got. Look, this is 1 extra. And then that gives us 2 extra. Okay, we're switching. I know switching up the spells when you're typing is not, or switching up the I'm okay. Is 2 and then okay. It also goes on Dex. Sorry. That's 3, and then probably a -2 because of armor. I'm guessing. Oh wow. All right. I'm okay. Boom. Language. Oh yes, languages are. Did we put that up anywhere? Atlanti, Abyssal. Oh yes. Ooh, this is why. Yep, that's why tabbing is. Yep. Now we just have to go. There we go. You see? You gotta. This is why manual formatting kind of sucks, is because you have to tweak every time you want to change it. You have to redo the whole thing. But it is what it is. It's pretty cool. Okay. But she does speak Elven because she's dating an elf, Elven druid. Because, well, I think. Hang on. Wait. I think Celavine is an elf. Yeah, they are full elves. That's what we. Yeah, so they're all full elves. So, okay. Skills and then spell slots. Yeah. Why don't we put spell slots? Okay. No, we're gonna go. Okay, spell slots. So 4 and domain plus 5. So technically, I would say 9. So 10 first levels. For prep plus domain. So 10 first levels, and then 4 of them are prepped, and then, 2 piece. And then the domain slot, and 1 domain. Then 3 second oh, okay. We'll just tweak that a few times. Let's do it. 3 second levels. No, 4 second levels, one of which is a domain. That's okay. mind if you don't sub. I mean, I always appreciate bits and subs, obviously. But I understand that money is tight with people, and, second, one domain. And then we have to list out the domain spells, but that's a whole other thing. Okay, wait. Oh, okay. And then we're gonna have to figure out. Well, we'll type the domain spells afterward. Let's see. Then we have to re-rig the formatting for that. But third level. Okay. How many third level? 3 third level. 1 domain. All right, now we're gonna. Okay. Probably, yeah. So with the domain spells are. Hang on. Keep it at that. We got. Okay, domain spells, and then that's. I think that's it, and then we move on to our girlfriend sister. Sounds like a plan. Okay. That's the eggs. Okay. Let me put this to here. Domain. So the domain spells, so every, cleric, domain spells for, skills, disable, that's a good one. Sorcerer, we go to clerics, druids, Sundome Rune. Okay, so, we got magic, nobility, protection, runes, travel. Here we go. Domain spells. First level, Longstrider, and luck is is True Strike. Interesting. Which is a lot better, a lot more official, a better spell in. Actually, let me see what it, because I know 3.5 it's actually worth casting. In 5th edition, it's not really. It's just a terrible spell because it gives you an advantage, but because it takes an action, it's, in 3.5, I think it. Let's see. Yeah, so major image, minor image, planar binding, prismatic wall. Okay. Rave enfeeblement. Ooh, that's a good one. Transmutation. Tiny and True Strike is transport via plants. Always used for trap the soul. Ooh, trap the soul. 8th level spell. That's True Strike. So it does take an action to cast. You gain temporarily intuitive insight into the immediate future during your next attack. Your next single attack roll, if it is made before the end of your next round, gains plus 20 insight bonus. Exactly. A plus 20 pretty much guarantees a hit. Whereas, and you're not affected by mischance for concealed target, which is a big thing if your target has cover. Which is just, yeah, no, it's actually a lot better a spell in this edition. Okay, so But trickery... Okay, travel domain. So second level is... Travel domain... Oh, travel domain spell is... Locate object. Ooh, that's a good one. And the luck is aid. Okay. That's a useful spell. Oh yeah, no, if you roll a 1, you would automatically fumble it. I mean, yeah. I think a nat 1 would, yeah, a nat 1 I think is pretty much what always, is the always fail rule. But, you know, that's a 1 in 20 chance. It brings your chance of hitting up from, you know, to 19 out of 20, which is 90%, 95%, basically. Which is, you know, Markov uses it in the Sunday games a lot, which makes sense. Aid. Okay, yeah, let's... Then the third level domain spell. And there are other higher level domain spells, but I don't think she gets access to any of those until she's high enough level to... Fly. Okay. Oh yeah, because I have a travel domain cleric of Caden Callion, actually. In another camp... the one Pathfinder I... Yeah. Wait a second. Hang on a second. True Strike. Let me check something real quick, because that brings up an interesting... True Strike. Hang on. That brings up an interesting point about True Strike. I am curious about True Strike. Target you. Yeah, it's target self. You can't target... I was thinking you could target another creature with True Strike, and then give them whatever the insight bonus plus 20 to their next hit, but I think you can only target yourself with it. Not so with Mage Armor. Mage Armor, I believe. Let me check. At least in this edition. I'm pretty sure, because I'll use, my NPC sorcerers have a habit of, Mage Armor. Creature touched. Yeah, you can cast Mage Armor on other people. In this, which I think is really handy for, yeah, you throw it on your fighters. Give them a nice little armor boost. Fly and, okay, what is the luck domain one? Protection from energy. Okay. Alright, okay, what we're gonna go with is here. Yeah, we're gonna do frequently prepared orisons, just because I have a list here. Stabilize, and create water. Then we'll do whatever other... Bit of luck. You can touch a willing creature as a standard action, giving them a bit of luck. For the next round, anytime the target rolls a d20, you may roll twice and take the more favorable result. So basically, you can just touch them and give them advantage. That was before advantage was a thing. It was something only Luck Domain clerics could do. You can use this ability a number of times per day equal to 3 plus your Wisdom modifier. Oh. Yeah, that... There we go. Stabilize. There we go. Create water. And what was the other? Purify food and drink. And... guidance. Yeah, 'cause she only gets 4 orisons. And then so virtue. Okay, yeah, we should probably know. Okay, hang on. Here we go. This is why I don't like doing the farming manually. Four prepared orisons. Yep, because it... Yep, spell slots. Okay, that should work, though. Yeah, I haven't been, keeping too much of an eye on that because I've been at work, and, you know, I haven't checked because work. So, I would imagine so. Did I spell purify wrong? Let me check. That makes sense. Pure... Oh, yeah, no. Good catch. Alright, and then domain powers. Right, and I'm here streaming instead of, you know, checking that. Guidance, virtue, domain powers. Okay. I don't know. Three plus wisdom modifier is... And then, that's the luck domain. And then travel domain is agile feet. Okay. So gain increased ability. Ignore. Uh, 3 plus wisdom modifiers. 7 times per day, I think. I'm pretty sure our wisdom modifier is +4. Yep, 7 times per day. I think that's all of it. We got the spell slots. The resistances, the base attack, strength. Luck. Oh, I had luck and liberation. Well, she's a travel domain cleric now. Well, okay, here's a question. I actually figured out where I wrote down the domains. So, okay, what is liberation domain? I might have switched her domain up. Oh, and can cast darkness once per day. Right, let me just, yeah, we'll just do that. And then, because that's a tiefling thing. Actually, though, we might just be able to, yeah. You know what? We can just do that. And it's a little wonky on the Paradorson thing, but that's fine. It's fine. Okay, so we have that. But we had, yeah, we had a liberation domain. Okay, okay, let's see what because this travel domain is, liberation domain. Liberation, here we go. A spirit of freedom and a staunch foe against all who would enslave and oppress. Yeah, no, she's liberation domain. Okay. Okay, which means we have to change that, the domain spells. So liberation domain. Locate object is a really good spell, though. So is fly. Travel domain has good. Liberation is. Okay. Remove fear. Alright. Not a bad spell. Liberation, and it's Desna's domain specifically. So, remove fear, remove paralysis. Okay. Now we'll do this a little bit to line it up better. Yep. Third is protection. Oh, protection from energy is the luck. Oh, that's luck domain. Hang on. The liberation domain is third. Is remove curse. Ooh, that's a good one. And create water is a good one. Remove curse is a good one, and protection from energy. Yeah, have a good night. Absolutely. Night-night. You know, we've been streaming for about an hour because it's when I usually would start my stream. But we are getting close to ending it. But that's okay. Well, for now, hang on a sec. So, that's a bit of luck, and then, I believe, hang on.
For a number of rounds equal to your cleric level, you can move normally...
Oh, okay, nope. It's not 7 times per day. It's...
Let's see. Liberation.
Okay.
You have the ability to ignore impediments
to your mobility.
Okay, there we go. For a number of rounds per day equal to your cleric level, you can move normally regardless of magical effects that impede movement, such as if you were affected by freedom of movement. Occurs automatically as soon as it applies.
Rounds do not need to be consecutive.
Okay, let me check. What does freedom of movement say exactly? Because if it's as if this. Okay, let's spells. Freedom of movement. ABCD. Freedom of movement.
It's an abjuration spell, 4th level.
This spell enables you or a creature you touch to move and attack normally for the duration of the spell, even under the influence of magic that usually impedes movement, such as paralysis, solid fog, slow, and web. The subject automatically succeeds on any combat maneuver checks and escape artist checks made to escape, or grapple, or pin. Ooh, okay, that's cool. Also subjects to move and attack normally while underwater, even while slashing weapons such as axes or sword, or with bludgeoning weapons such as flails, hammers, and maces, provided the weapon is wielded in the hands rather than when hurled.
Cool. So you don't have to worry about getting disadvantaged because you're attacking underwater, which is pretty cool. Or whatever the impediment is. It's probably like a -2 or something.
Does not, however, grant water breathing.
It does not grant water breathing, but it does allow you to move freely in underwater. So you're not halved in your speed either because you're underwater. So that's pretty cool.
Okay, so liberation
can ignore any impediment to mobility, including magical effects.
Cleric level is 5, so alright.
For 5 rounds per day. Pretty awesome, actually. Not gonna lie. Liberation domain is kind of cool. It's also like a whole vibe with this, and
I finally figured out where I wrote it down. Positive energy.
Oh, channel positive energy. That's a useful... Where did I put that? I did not write that one down. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Which is here. Okay, so we got is 3d6 8 times per day.
Save DC is 17. Oh! Guild Dungeon Dave, hi! Hi! Welcome! To our boring hello, welcome. Wow, okay. Hi. Are those phoenixes? Did you guys get a raid from... Oh no, it's guild, never mind. I'm thinking you're reading from someone else. That's cool. Hello, welcome. My name is Lee. Hi. Him, vibes tonight, but she or they is fine. We are typing up, so I was doing a type-up stream today. So, I have this notebook, which you can see is falling apart. In the beginning, when I started my stream, I would take notes in the notebook on these characters we'd create on stream. We'd roll randomly. So I'd take, I'd take notes like that. And I realized that taking notes on a Word document like this allows people to see, also not see the top of my head, so it's actually better to take notes there. But, and I also, my notebook started to fall apart. So I said, well, I have to type up all of the things that's going on. So every once in a while, I'll do a type up stream for all these characters, these dozens of characters that I've created over the course of, months of streaming, need to be typed up. So we're working on that. Today, we're almost done with Constellation, who is Tiefling, trans woman. She's Pan. She's a cleric. Cleric 5, Bard 3. Oh, I have as 34 HP, 17 AC. Cleric of Desna, Luck and Liberation domains. It's Pathfinder first edition, Pathfinder. So it's slightly different than 5th edition, but two stuff like base attack bonus and fortitude, reflex, and will saving throws as opposed to other types of save. But and she's a tiefling, so she gets 5 fire resistance, 5 electricity resistance, and 5 cold resistance because she's awesome like that. So we have her equipment, her languages, feats, skills, spells, and I was just putting down her channel positive energy, which DC 17 save for undead. There we go. I think, because it's 3d6 and it's 8 times per day. So, yeah, it's pretty awesome. Let's see. I think that's everything, though. So now we have her character sheet basically typed up. So that's pretty cool. And then weapons, finesse, brew. Yes, we did put the feats. Yep. Okay, good. So basically, she when I started doing the stream. Okay, we're gonna go new. I did a bunch of druids. I added Constellation was fun. So there's this song called Space Girl by Francis Forever. It is a beautiful thing. And BB, who used to come to my streams quite often, Faye hasn't been here in a while, but made the suggestion that I should base a character on a song. So I came up with the idea for a Constellation based on that. And she was specifically designed to be a girlfriend for Celavine, one of the sisters. We had the kids. They had five children. Oliarch, as the oldest, then Sarkel, Celavine, Sardinia, and Dendrin. Dendrin was he's a poor kid. He's a druid, but I rolled the stats in order, and he has really bad wisdom, so he just took levels in barbarian, but he still has a level in druid because his whole family's druids. So, but that gives him an emotional support wolf, animal companion who ended up as emotional support wolf. But Sardinia has a cat, a lynx actually is her animal companion. But let's see, Sardinia, she's an elf. Female, cishet. Yeah, let's do cishet woman. Yeah, what type it is. Woman. I actually rolled. Oh, so check it out. For those of you who are new to the channel, you might not have known that I have a really cool chart that I use. We're going to pop this down for half a second while I show off the chart. That chart. So this is the chart I roll for every character. So that I can, basically it's to make sure that at least most of them are straight, because otherwise I will make none of them straight, and that's not really ideal, and, but I don't want to make all of them straight either, because that's not reflective. So I set this up as a sort of randomizing it. And, I I rolled for Sardinia, and basically she's straight, and which makes sense. Boom. Okay, so actually I probably should. You know what we're gonna do? You know what we're gonna do? I know it's probably not important, but anytime I notice it, I don't like that it doesn't default to Times New Roman. Look at a little bigger, it's easier to see on stream. I don't like that it doesn't default to Times New Roman, but I keep forgetting that because it just feels off, and then every time I notice it, I'm like, it's not. I should fix it, so I fixed it. She's the level 4 druid. 4 druid. I think she's just 40. Okay, hang on. I believe 30. Yeah, 40. Yep. Okay, hang on. I believe she is just. Yeah, she's just level 4. Hopefully we'll have them all typed up before we. Oh yes, and I should probably. Note down that. Yep. Ashton. Right. I don't know if I noted that down anywhere else for the other ones. So her AC is 15. So I should note that down somewhere. Their whole tribe. AC is 15. HP 40. Okay, then we got, so stats. We got strength is 13, which is a +1. No. Then we got, dexterity. Also, for you newcomers, obviously I would very much appreciate it if you follow. Subscribing is absolutely wonderful, but super not necessary. What else? Also, I very much encourage people to say hi in the chat. Usually, I'm not doing type up stream. I'm creating manually, just randomly creating new stuff. And I constantly encourage people to say hello in the chat. Yes. Oh, right. Okay. That's my Discord, which is a really cool place to come hang out if you ever want to, and also says when I'm live. Oh, also, North Shore DM. Oh, you're on one of Guild Superior's people. Thank you for following. I really appreciate it. I do have a sponsor, which I usually just mention at the end, but, we can do a sponsor break. So yeah, this is, I usually like to show it off. I have basically, the stream is basically sponsored by Relentless Rebels, is a jewelry company. This is one of their pieces. This is one of my favorite ones, the epic skull with the cool stone on the chain. One of my favorite pieces by them. Here. they're just a pretty cool jewelry company. They make really fun stuff. Good quality and not terribly expensive for how nice it is. And you can get 20% off. If you use the code Hawk20, basically you can get 20% off from anything cool you want to get from that their store. So that's a pretty cool thing if any of you are interested in jewelry. If you're not, don't worry about it. Joining Discord is a lot of fun if you're interested. And yeah, but also say hi in the chat. I'm very easily distracted by people in the chat, but I do love it when people talk in the chat, and we get some really fun conversations going. And especially on 17. On stream days when I'm not doing a type up stream, when I'm doing more, active creation streams. You steer me back onto target after dragging me off, I would say. Keep is a strong word there. Constitution. Yes. Constitution. 16. And that's a +3. I mean, yeah, sure. Intelligence. Yeah. So these guys, these druids, 10. So not very smart. Which is a 0. I don't know why it's always plus. Like, I feel like you could do -0 instead of +0, but it's almost always written as +0. Wisdom. Really good wisdom. 21. I have a way of, I think it's a, I haven't looked at one of these guys in a while. Because I keep trying to get the +2. It was a D12 plus a D6 plus a D10. Alright. Bye. Have fun. We'll probably raid in a little bit. Yeah, so I'll probably see you in a little bit. Actually, we might raid into Phoenix instead, so... But, yeah. I'll definitely pop by to see Darling, though. Before I go to bed. So, I'll see you later. Bye! Yeah. The, now you get to see my, manual formatting skills, because I have not programming skills, so we do manual formatting, +3. Base attack bonus, fortitude, saving throws is +7. Yeah, so it's a D12 plus a... No, it's a D10 plus a D8 plus a D6, I want to say. We tweaked it a few times. So it comes up with some high numbers, if you're lucky. And also sometimes give you low numbers, though. So, reflex. Yeah, this is +4. And will saves are +9. Yeah, because high wisdom gets you that little extra boost, which is very important when you're trying to be charmed. But yeah. So I did, when I started the stream, I rolled up a bunch of random druids. I rolled randomly. Oh, I have a lot of random roll charts when I do character creating characters. I have always, I love random especially when I had the dice cam set up. I don't have it now because I only have one camera because my USB ports are overwhelmed and I need a splitter, but that's a whole thing. But I do have a lot of random roll charts, and one of them is that chart. Oh, yeah, my flag's in the way. Yes, I added the flag afterwards, so... but basically, you would roll on a d12 to determine what kind of class, and I rolled a druid for Oliarch, and then rolled for number of siblings, and then, you know, set them as different level. You know, I created the whole family rather randomly. Sardinia being one of them. She's one of, actually, they're only all druid. Oliarch as well was, I believe, all druid. I actually don't have it written down because half of his character sheet was on on this page, which fell out. This is why I'm doing the type up streams, is because otherwise... oh, yes. Always, always, always save your work. I went to hit save and it wasn't even saved. So Sardinia, yes. But... oh, Oliarch's not on top view. Okay. Oliarch. I just need to check something real quick. He is a full druid. Okay. But a lot of the siblings aren't. Celine was, I think, ranger druid, and then Sarkel was a fighter druid, and I think Dendron is a druid barbarian. So yeah, 2 of the siblings are all druid. What we're gonna do? Oh yeah, it is Times New Roman. See, I put him in Times New Roman, but not... okay. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, so... yeah, we used a larger font size for... hers. Alright, so... she's one of the only full druids in the well, of the 5 siblings, 2 of them are full druids. So I guess one of the only is a little much, but... okay, so we got Wild Shape. Once per day. Okay, hang on. Oh, also a +4 on all saving throws. Alright, that probably should go up here, right? Yes. And this is going to have to bump the formatting like this. All saving throws. Against plant-based magic. Against plant... and fey magic. Yeah, plant, +4 on all saving throws. Let's... what we can do? Oh, okay, hang on. No. Nope, that's not working. Okay, yep. We're gonna just do this. Okay, formatting woes. Yep. Alright. Looks a little wonky, but I think it's okay. Okay, yes. Wild shape once per day. I do want to check what she's. I feel like. Sorry, I should put a few notes on what she can wild shape into. So that's exciting. I still have the Pathfinder 1E core rulebook that I got when I was back in college. Saved up. Our local game shop had a rule where you would get $5 for a pass to come in and play your game, but it gave you $5 in it gave you $5, like basically became a coupon or gift card for $5, so you got $5 off next. So basically, it just was a promise to buy $5 worth of stuff from them. That was the way you ran it. So I saved up the little cards I got for the passes and bought the core rulebook. So Addie, who is the goodest girl, she's such a good girl. She's the sweetest little puppy. She did chew the book. She was little back at the time. Okay, she was less than a year old. She was young. She didn't know what she was doing. I forgive her because she's a good girl, and also because I managed to fix the book. But I do use it on stream for all the Pathfinder first edition characters we create on stream because it makes sense to do so. Okay. I was about to look up a thing. Oh yes, wild shape. We are going to go to the class section and druid. Okay, domains. That's cleric, animals, animal companions. Wild shape. Okay. At 4th level, druid gains the ability to turn. Here, I'm gonna like this so you can see me better. I have to figure out a better way to do it. So hang on, let me see. All right, that way I'm not like you don't just see the top of my head, sorta. Okay, let me. Okay. A druid gains the ability to turn itself into a small or medium animal and back again once per day. Her options for new forms include all creatures within the animal type. This ability functions like B-Shape 1 spell, except as noted here, the effect lasts for 1 hour per druid level, or until it changes back. Changing form to animal and back is a standard action, does not provoke an attack of opportunity. Good to know. The form chosen must be that of an animal with which the druid is familiar. Loses the ability to speak while in animal form. Limited to the sounds that a normal, untrained animal can make, but can communicate with other normal animals of the same general grouping in the no form. Wild parrots apparently don't speak. They have to be trained, so that doesn't count if you turn into a parrot. Additional time per day at 6th level and every 2 levels thereafter. 8 times at 18th level, 20th level, just at will. Okay, huge or diminutive. 6th level, larger, tiny, or small elemental. Okay, so a small or medium animal. Yeah, okay. So, small or medium animal essentially is the 4th level. Small or medium animal. Okay. I feel like that, because once you get to the higher level, you can do things like turn into a huge elemental at a certain point. Because I remember I created 2 high-level druids, because once I created all of these guys, I created other members of their tribe, including their tribe leader, and she and her spouse were high-level, like, exceptionally high-level, and they ended up sparring because, you know, like you do, and I ended up doing a Saturday special exhibition match, where I rolled out the combat for them, and it was intense. They both ended up turning into elementals a lot. Yeah, they were turning into elementals. There was a blizzard going on. I think, you know, just a lot of really intense stuff, because high-level druids can do some crazy stuff. Or medium animal. Okay. Wild shape once per day. Animal. Leaves no trail.
So notes. Oh yes. Feats, toughness, and dodge. Okay.
So wild empathy is a d20 plus 6. Is the ability to like a diplomacy check. So it's like an animal handling check, but it's for wild animals essentially instead of like domestic animal kind of deal. It's something druids can do in Pathfinder. Can prove the attitude of a random animal you might encounter who might be hostile towards you. You can make it less hostile by rolling really well on your wild empathy check, for example. And it's a plus 6 to wild empathy. So just note that.
Plus 2 on knowledge, nature, and survival. But we could... okay, those can go in when they're under skill. Okay, knowledge, except doesn't have knowledge, nature, or survival. Oh no, it does have survival. So...
okay, so we'll just... we'll put that under skills, when we
get those down. Okay.
Let's go with, feats is, toughness. Dodge. Okay. Vision. Oh, right. That's the cat. Ferocia is her name. It's her animal companion. And Pathfinder. Okay. I'm sorry. Every night when I do the late night streams, basically at some point during the night, what'll happen is I'll start getting, tired. And I'll start falling asleep on stream. And at some point, that's when we usually have our wrap-up. That's when I end the stream. We have our wrap-up. I do the sponsor pitch for the jewelry, which I already did. Thank everyone for coming. So I just caught up one last time, just have an ending to the stream. I think I can keep going for a little longer. So what we're going to do is gets the dodge, which is a +1 AC bonus. And then toughness is just extra hit points. Oh, that's why your hit points are so high. Okay, that makes sense. So my plan is I think we can do a little bit longer. Let's get skills. And by the time I get skills done, and they'll probably be pushing midnight, we'll aim to end the stream around midnight. Sounds like a plan. And then well, I'm on the stream around midnight. She'll climb. Yeah, well, on the stream around midnight. So it's a 1 and a +3 because it's class skill, +1 because strength. Sense motives. That's a good one. So, if anyone has any questions about, so it's 4 ranks in that, about Sardinia, about, Pathfinder 1st edition, and why I, when I create characters on streams, I do that instead of 5th edition, about life in general, about anything, really. Always feel free to ask in the chat. 5. Okay. Usually I'm actively creating characters.
on stream, but we're doing a type up day today because, well, you can see the notebook is falling apart, and if I don't do type up on stream, I probably won't type them up. Honestly, and it's a pretty chill stream for, you know. Survival. Every once in a while, the type up stream is good. So it's +3, +5, and then another +2 because she's a druid. Handle animal. Is 4 plus. For charisma, because handle animal is a charisma in Pathfinder First Edition, which I think 5e has it right that wisdom is probably should be wisdom, but you know, 1 plus 3, because there's a certain level of being good with animals that does not apply to people, and vice versa. That I think you see a lot in times in just people in general. +5. Okay. Heal, which is the non-magical stabilization, and maybe doing that. I think there's are rules for getting some health back. +5, because wisdom is amazing wisdom. Alright. Not the highest stat any of the characters okay on stream have, but certainly close to. Diplomacy, always a good one. Is 1 rank, and then it's a +0, and then a +2. Right, charisma. Okay, and then and then swim. Oh yeah, swim, because they do also live right by the river, so it's an important skill set if you live next to a body of water. Swimming is useful, and because it's classical, it's a plus. The checks, and then you get what's the +2 on all knowledge nature? But I'm gonna say, let's see, knowledge nature. Zero. But it's class skill. That's an interesting question. I don't know if you can claim you can't usually claim the class skill bonus. It's a druid thing. Okay, so we're gonna do that. Yeah. So I would say it's a +2. Okay. So I'm gonna say there. We'll allow for it. And then okay. Alright, quarterstaff and leather armor. Alright. It's good to know. Okay. So then we have the animal companion, obviously. Okay, first hit save, because you always save your work. Feats and skills. Spell slots. I don't think I ever wrote down her spell slots, which was probably a bad idea. So we're gonna have to get that
That's another thing is once you go through and you realize you didn't write down stuff for anything for a particular. Okay, let's go. I think here we're gonna do this. One down actually. Spell slots. Nope. Okay. Hang on. Yeah, this is what you do. This is why manual formatting is occasionally annoying. Is you could do stuff like that, and then you lose your. You have to retweak it so that okay, spell slots. Now I have to go into the book and figure out what her spell slots actually are, because I didn't write it down on a character sheet. Now, as a prep caster, she can just prep any of the druid spells anytime. So I don't have to write down what spells, just number of slots. Equipment. Skills, classes. Here we go. Druids. North level druid. Okay, 4 orisons. So, okay, got 4 orisons, which are 0th level spells, essentially. And prep casters in what's the yeah, prep casters are allowed to switch out their spell slots, essentially. So we got or they're orisons, basically, which are clerics and druids have orisons, which are divine, and then bards and wizards have cantrips, and sorcerers. Same theory, really. Don't know why there's a different name for it. Oh, but prepcast druids and clerics as prepcasters can switch out their orisons every day. Wizards can as well, through whatever they know. Whereas bards and sorcerers just know theirs, which is a change from 5th edition, where cantrips are the one type of spell you cannot switch out. You just know the ones you know. Even if you're a prep caster like a cleric or a druid who can just switch their spells every day to whatever ones you know, you can't switch out the cantrips, which is really annoying. I know a lot of DMs allow for that. Allow for clerics and wizards to switch out those, because they normally be able to switch their spells out, you know? Let's see. So 4 orisons. Okay, 4th level. 3 first levels. 4 orisons, 3 first levels. Hang on though. 3 first levels and 2 second levels. But then of course we have to double check something, because that's what's that? How many second? 2 second levels, I said. 2 second levels. Okay. But that's also there's a whole chart that we might need to consult. So hang on. Because if we have high, those with high, what's the word? Ability scores get bonus spells. So here we go. Ability modifiers and bonus spells. And her wisdom is a 21, right? Yes, 21. So 20 and 21 is a +5 ability modifier. You don't get any, you do not, no matter how high whatever modifiers you are, you never get any bonus orisons or cantrips. It's just 2 extra first levels and an extra second level. So it's actually 5 first levels. The spells known does not go up, and 3. Basically, it's just the slots. So even if you're a class like a bard or a sorcerer where you have a finite number of spells known, that doesn't go up no matter how high your charisma modifier is. You just can cast more often, which is, fair. Okay, so we're gonna do this. It's 11:57. I am falling asleep on stream. So, Sardinia. I'm gonna end the stream for tonight. I appreciate you all coming. The area being. I do appreciate it. If you want to know when I'm streaming next, tomorrow I'm gonna do 11:15. I'll start at 10:15 if what's the technical term? If I get back from work early, but usually it's 11:15. Because we've been ending late recently. No way. I'm gonna 11. I mean, let's take it to the ride, but that's unlikely. 11 o'clock. So tomorrow, 11 o'clock. Friday is 1:30 p.m. kind of afternoon stream. I don't stream Saturdays unless I have a specific request. You can guarantee your request by using channel points if you want, or bits if you want to replace them with bits. You can guarantee a Saturday request. I think it's 2,000 bits. 20,000 channel points or 2,000 bits. Which, yeah. Chits, channel points. What else did we want to do? Oh, wow. Okay, all the viewers. Everyone headed out. Okay, nope, go away. Thank you. Alright. So, yeah. But... Oh, and Sunday is an 8:30 p.m. stream. If anyone's interested. In the meantime, I'm going to try to get some sleep. I will see you all later. Thank you so much for coming. Phoenix is still on, so we're going to raid Phoenix, I think. Yeah, I think we're going to raid Phoenix. This is what happens when you have two people on you really like. You want to raid them both, and you can't. So I think I'm going to raid Phoenix, because he raided me recently. And then I'm going to pop into Darling and say hi. Of course, there's only a couple of you, so I don't think too many people are coming. But if you're around, I would appreciate. Phoenix is awesome. They're actually playing a game of D&D, so that'll be fun. And, pop in, say hello. I will see you guys later. Bye.